Did you guys see this? Riley Gaines tweeting out about this photo of this like softball team that won state championship, I think. I don't know. I don't know shit about sports. And then everybody was like, I can tell immediately. And I saw one tweet that really embodied how I felt when I saw this tweet, which is, I'm sorry, one of these girls is trans? Who? Where? What? Huh? We're defending the kids by transvestigating the kids? And I guess the girl that's taller is the person who's trans? I don't understand. I'm in awe. It's just like, trust me, as someone who was on the sidelines of the sports girlies, I'm a little bit, also, she isn't even trans for what it's worth. She's intersex. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, okay. All right. Did we not all have this experience in school where there was one kid in the class who was not like a super senior? They were the same age as everybody else, but they just got taller way faster than everyone else? Like, do like transphobes think that tall women don't exist? Like there aren't naturally like 6'4" women? Dude, I was in middle school and there was a kid that was my age in 8th grade with a full mustache. I have like a classier photo. And he had a full stash. This fucking 14-year-old had a full stash. I was like, I remember thinking it was crazy when I was a kid. And I was like, I must have hallucinated that. I'm going through like my old photos and my photo albums and stuff. And I'm like, that kid had a full mustache. Oh my God. And he was our age. Like, that's just how it is. Some kids just hit puberty sooner, hit growth spurts sooner. I don't understand. I don't understand. Same dude had a full beard. Same dude had a full beard in my 8th grade class. That's crazy. That's insane, dude. That's someone in school who had a full beard and started losing his hair at 15. Oh, God damn. Life comes at you fast. And for some people, even faster. God damn. Yeah, I knew a kid in college and like more than half his hair was gray. He had a full head of hair, but more than half of it was gray. I was like, which was very funny because he had like a baby face, but like half his hair was like jet black and the other half was gray. And I was like, whoa. Like obviously like salt and peppered everywhere. It wasn't like 50-50, but it was kind of cool. I was like, damn, what the fuck? I didn't even know you could get that much like silver hair that fast. But yeah. It's just you don't have any control over certain things. Some are just like some of the genetic markers that you have are predetermined. It's not up to you whether or not you hit a growth spurt sooner than other kids do. So I hit 6 feet at age 15, slowed down after that. Yeah. I mean, I remember this. I remember seeing kids in high school and middle school who like, they looked like children. Like they looked like little kids. And then other kids in the same class were full grown adults with like a job and a mortgage. I was like, oh my, it was a very jarring experience, but it's just like, you don't choose when you hit your growth spurt. So there's so many people transvestigating this and being like, obviously the tall woman is the one who's the secret trans, which is the only reason they won, which is like also very disrespectful to like all of the hard work of everyone else on this team. Like it's not like one person will win or lose a game. Well, I guess you could like lose a game, but like it's not like one person will be enough to win a game, right? Like it's a team effort. It's a team game. Softball is a team sport. Yeah, it's like, huh? And it's kind of like disrespectful to be like, well, obviously you guys only won because you have a trans person on your team. It's like, first of all, do we even know that they're trans? Do we even know what? Okay, sure. Wrong pitcher is definitely enough. I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, I'm only speaking on my knowledge on, I'll admit, I don't play a lot of softball. I'll admit. I will admit. I do admit that, okay? But, like, you still need people to, like, run around the bases, no? Like, you still need people with some hand-eye coordination to hit the ball. Right? I know this because when I tried to do it, when we had softball one year, I just missed every And I was like, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, I can't hit this stupid ball. I was the weakest link, yeah. Yeah. There's a reason I got picked last for a lot of physical sports. Okay. I know the shame. I know the shame. I've been there. But who let you sign up? It was against my will. It was just like, okay, 6th grade class, we're doing softball now. And I'm like, God damn it. No, not a team sport. No, I'm not good at these. Ah, fuck. Anywho. No, I was only really okay at volleyball. Volleyball was fun. Anywho. Raleigh Gaines being normal. Comments off, LOL. To be expected when your star player is a boy. And then Riley Gaines got fucking roasted and toasted. Simone Biles says, you're truly sick. All of this campaigning because you lost a race. Straight up sore loser. You should be uplifting the trans community and perhaps finding a way to make sports inclusive or creating a new avenue where trans people can feel safe in sports. Maybe a transgender category in all sports. But instead you bully them. One thing for sure, no one in sports is safe with you around. Oh my god. Oh my god. She ate. Oh my god, dude. I feel like Riley Gaines is one of those people. Sorry, not Riley Gaines. Simone Biles is one of those people that if you're in sports and you get shit talked by Simone Biles, you should immediately apologize and like forfeit. You should be like, okay, I was wrong. Obviously, I was wrong. It's also really funny for Riley Gaines to pretend like she didn't lose because she sucks and pretending like she loses because trans. It's like, bitch, you lost to 4 other cis women. You just suck. You literally just suck, dude. What's your excuse? What's your excuse for losing to all the other cis women? What you don't understand? I tied for 5th place with a trans woman. It's like, oh my god, nobody cares. Literally nobody cares. I've seen so many people, as well as Riley, obviously including Riley Gaines, being like, this is actually so disappointing. It's not my job or the job of any women to figure out how to include men in our spaces. You can uplift men stealing championships in women's sports with your platform. Men don't belong in women's sports, and I say that with my full chest. The one you lost with? The chest that did not win you any competitions? Any swimming competitions? That one? Ooh, so scary. The loser chest. Ah, I'm so scared. All right, hold up. But the next strategy of the right has been trying to own Simone Biles, which is not like a good strategy, I don't think. And they've been trying to do this. They were trying to post this video being like, here's Simone Biles competing against a male gymnast and getting absolutely humiliated. Is she sure she's okay with men in women's sports? It sure would be, by the way, a shame if there was more of this video. Why is my earbud not working? It sure would be a shame if that was a clip of a longer video, right? Haha, right? Oh, there is. There is a longer clip, and the full clip is in fact not 10 seconds, but actually a minute. It says, I love how you didn't show the whole video, which showed the male gymnast not being able to complete her skills. It says playing copy with Simone Biles. Oh, a little loud.
Who does it better?
You can clearly see they have different strengths. Wait, I can't. I was giving you a shitter voice, but actually you might not be being a shitter. Sorry. It might have been friendly fire. Sorry if that was friendly fire. Yeah, I mean, there's a video that talks about the details of this. Pre-cooked, yeah. Sorry. I was on the offense there for a second. But there's a video that talks about how like male gymnasts and female gymnasts just train and practice different things. So of course, men trying to attempt female gymnast moves on their first try, it's not going to go very well. And the other way around is also true. What is happening? What is that popping noise? I thought I was hearing a popping noise. Maybe I'm hallucinating. I'm losing my mind. I'm crazy.
Gymnastics and women
Okay.
Be good at another one, and it's not necessarily 100% transferable.
My shoulders just exploded watching this. My back just disintegrated watching that. Yeah, apparently they're just different sports. They don't do the same thing in the way that like swimming is kind of the same, where I don't think that there are any special strokes that only women do versus men do in swimming. I'm pretty sure it's the same sport. It's like, what is it? Butterfly. The other ones, whatever the other ones are, they all be stroking it. Okay. They all be stroking it. Swimmer here, it's the same for both genders. Yeah. Whereas with gymnastics, they're like different. They're different. And it's not that the men are better than the women at some of them because they're men, or the women are better than the men at some of them because they're women. It's because they practice different things. Like,
Be with Simone Biles. Who does it better?
like tourgette. I don't know what this is, but apparently jumping up and then doing a split in the air. Something apparently female gymnasts are trying to get better at. Something that they're supposed to be able to do. And then the male gymnast tries to do it and can't do it at all. And is struggling completely, right? It's like, wait, what the fuck? How did you fucking do that? What the hell? And it's not that he can't do it. Holy shit, by the way, that is some crazy. The vertical is insane. It's obviously the balls weighing him down. Shit, you're right. It's just that he hasn't practiced that specific move. That's it. That's why he's not good at it. That's it. It's not more complicated than that. There was also a video I saw, which it seems like I lost it, which is unfortunate. But there's a video of her doing the flares. Let me see if I can find it. Media. I don't know if I can find it. But this is, I guess, called flares. And this is like her first time trying it. Or maybe not first time, but not like she hasn't practiced it nearly as much as he has, obviously. And then people were posting videos of her later being able to do it pretty well. Because surprise, surprise, something you haven't practiced is going to be something you're not that good at. Like there's overlap for sure, but like Oh, here. Yeah, people were watching this and being like, obviously it's because she's a weak female woman. Why do they practice different things? I don't know. Because it's a different sport in the way that like baseball and basketball are different. They probably highlight specific things that men do because they think that that is a more impressive display for men versus the things that women do. That's it. It's just the way that the sport is set up. But there's this. So like, here's him doing the flares. And then this is her kind of not doing them that well. And then here's a video of her doing them. Because surprise, surprise, you can get better at things that you practice at. Whoa, isn't that crazy? Oh my God, that's so crazy. Whoa. So stupid. I know, right? It's also like funny to pretend like Simone Biles isn't really strong. How can she do that without balls? What the fuck? What the hell? And there was another thing, because apparently gymnasts also have shared, the male and female gymnasts have some shared events. And she's done like crazy shows of strength and flexibility and coordination in these shared events. Shared sport co-ed. Is it vault and floor? I don't know how I didn't save this. I thought I saved it on my phone, but I guess I forgot to. I don't know. It was in here somewhere. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. She's also crazy strong for her size. Well, that's the thing with like body weight sports, right? You're fighting against your body weight. You're fighting your ability to do the thing given your size and your weight. You're not versing somebody else in like speed or strength. Was it this one?
Final. Just the thought about what we're going to see.
I don't actually know if it was this one or not.
With a smile at the end and making it look like.
Wait, I skipped it.
Double pike, the Biles too. How many more times are we going to have an opportunity to see this?
Someday maybe, but not anytime soon. If you're watching this right now, in my opinion, you're watching the greatest single piece of gymnastics ever done in women's gymnastics right here.
Yurchenko double pike.
That's just crazy. I have to say, this is the one instance where I will allow calling somebody's partner wife/husband. I'm sorry. Simone Biles' husband will always be Simone Biles' husband. That's just too hard to fight against, dude. Fuck. That's just too hard. No, it wasn't this clip. I'm struggling to find it. It was on Twitter. I fucking lost it. But it was like it was like a co-ed gymnastics event, and she performed some crazy feat. I don't remember what the feat was called. And like multiple male athletes were like, I think that was better than mine. Like gold medal Olympic athletes saying that was better than theirs. So, wait, sorry, Chad. There's this subset of like viewers that I think just like really don't like streamers, but they like watching Twitch. It's a very bizarre type of viewer. And there's one in here right now. It's different when it's not on the floor though. And they said this because I was playing this video of Simone Biles doing the flares on this instead of on the floor, when I was comparing it to this video of these. Do you do gymnastics? I don't think you know the difference between the floor and a raised platform. Streamers always try to talk like they know what they're talking about. And somebody said, just add her. And this person said, there, since she can't read this chat. I didn't know Denims was a gymnast. Even though she spoke wrong on the matter, she must be if she's speaking like she knows everything. I added her twice now and she's ignored any other tips? Doubt it. Since she misspoke on the difference between doing flares on the floor versus a raised platform, it's quite telling. Wait, the caption says Simone Biles roasts Riley Gaines. Keck W, this is gold. I love this stream so much. Keck W, I'm laughing my ass off. God, I love laughing at morons. Someone said it really, they just put it perfectly in chat, which is, this is the type of person that sits in like the corner of the party and says, they have no idea that I know the difference between flares on a raised platform and on the floor. Do you really think, since you're such a gymnast, clearly, do you really think that Simone Biles can't train and be capable of doing flares on the floor? Do you think it's not possible? Like no female gymnast has ever been able to do flares on the floor? I'm just curious if you think that that's true, because I think that that's absurd on its face. Like this person, what is the Simone Biles Riley Gaines controversy? Did Simone Biles have to compete against men also? Which, first of all, there are co-ed gymnast competitions that you do compete against men. So I don't even understand what. Like, this comment doesn't even make sense. I don't understand. Do y'all ever look at the mirror when throwing insults out left and right? Huh? Echo chamber here. Good luck. Have you ever thought about fighting a trans woman in the octagon? Could be really good content and prove the haters wrong, right? Prove trans women are women. You know I would get pummeled by, like, anyone in the ring, right? You know that, right? I wouldn't be proving anything. All I would be proving is that I suck at physical combat. That's it. You could put me in with almost anyone, and I would immediately prove that I'm not good at physical sports. That's not like an epic own. I would lose to a cis woman the same way that I would lose to a trans woman. Oh my goodness.
Did Simone beat Riley at swimming too?
She must have. Oh, here's some flares being done on a pommel. Is it pommel? Is that how you pronounce it? Well, these are men, right? Because again, like, women don't practice for this, right? This isn't part of like the gymnast routine for women. It's mostly done by men. So I'm trying to find one that's like. The girl learns how to do flare in 30 days. Okay.
So, how was your
Do we get to see? This is wait. Here we go. It's pretty brutal. That doesn't look too good. How do they do like the? Oh wait, okay, wait. She's kind of cleaning it up first. It's very difficult. I mean, yeah. It looks so stupid from an outside perspective. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, like this. Wait, did this guy respond? I'm curious. Not this guy. That was stupid. He didn't respond. Oh, okay. Well, let's watch this. Wait, this might be informative. Hold up. Wait.
Flare elements are traditionally seen in men's artistic gymnastics, specifically on the pommel horse and floor. However, they too exist on the women's side, even though they're incredibly rare.
Oh.
The Talavera flare on the beam was described as a one-leg circle with flare and required the legs to be separated. It was
Whoa.
featured in the turns section with a C rating until it exited the code in 2005. This flare element had been submitted by American gymnast Tracy Talavera in 1981.
Wait, that's kind of cool. I want to see more modern versions.
By Canadian Peng Peng Lee during the 2009 to 2012 quad. However, the technical committee gave it a B rating at the time, and the minimum difficulty required for a new element to be named after a gymnast is C, therefore it does not carry her name in the code. The unofficial Lee was finally upgraded.
This is crazy, dude. What
in
the
2022
fuck?
code, but still remains on the unpopular list.
This is so crazy to watch.
The Homa mount is simply described as 3 flying flares and carries a D rating since 2017. Canada's Charlotte Pipe is believed to be the first female to have performed it on the balance beam. However, it was her teammate, Leah Homa, who actually submitted it at the 1989 World Championships. Nonetheless, we haven't seen this mount in elite gymnastics for over a decade.
What the fuck am I watching?
Named after Belarusian gymnast Svetlana Bayatova since 1987, this mount consists of 2 flank circles followed by a leg flare. Its value was raised from C to D in the 2022 code. Canadian Koyuki Oka used to perform 3 flank circles with no leg flare, but it seems her version never made it to the code. Flares and circles can now
You never watch the Olympics? I do, but it's always crazy and mind-boggling when I watch it.
also be used to fulfill the turn requirement on this apparatus.
I just have childlike joy and whimsy and wonder. So when I watch things that are impressive, I always think
The
they're
balance
impressive.
beam, but also on floor. In 1989, Leah Homa created her second eponymous skill. The Homa on floor was considered a turn, and its description changed from double scissors to a double flare throughout the years, until this element was completely removed from the code after 2008. There's also footage of Charlotte Pipe even performing 3 flares on this apparatus, but it appears she didn't submit it since it never entered the code. And speaking of Charlotte Pipe, she officially gets the title of Flair's Queen. The Canadian athlete performed them not only on beam and floor, but also on the uneven bars. Yes, you heard that correctly. On the uneven bars. In the latter half of the 80s, Charlotte mounted the apparatus with a kip straight to a flare on the low bar. However, there's no indication that this skill was ever in the code of points, and it hasn't been performed since the 80s.
That shit's crazy. But like, how stupid do you have to be how stupid do you have to be to think Simone Biles, one of the most impressive gymnasts of our time, she couldn't learn how to do flares. This is a balls only trick. Like at that, like, come on, man. This is pathetic. This is sad. You think if she's because she's not doing it immediately on the beam and because she's not doing it on the, or because she's not doing it on the floor, like you don't think she could learn? one of the best gymnasts of all time. You don't think that she could learn how to do this on a beam? Or she could learn how to do this on a floor? Like, what type of delusions do you live in that you think that? Which is why they just like fucking tucked tail and ran away, because they're too pussy to respond and recognize, oh yeah, actually this is already pretty impressive, her being able to do it on a raised platform. And that if she practiced hard enough, she could probably do it easily on like a beam. Like I just don't understand. Like it's so weird. It's just so weird to try and take away her accomplishments. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Copium, this isn't impressive. Copium, I could do this with my eyes closed. I just don't understand. Okay. Also, I love the idea that if you don't personally do gymnastics, you can't comment on what is objectively impressive in gymnastics. I haven't brought out this meme in like ages, but actually I think it's perfect. I think this is the perfect time to bring it back. There is like this one subsection or like one group of viewers online and like, oops, sorry. Just like critic online that I think is exemplified in this this tweet, this old Big Joel tweet. I feel like over a certain number of followers, 30% of your Twitter interactions become people trying to demonstrate that they're much wiser and more learned than you are. I like to imagine people thinking, I absolutely wrecked a video essayist today in the art of conversation. You used a bit of hyperbolic language. I detect the claim you just made is perhaps more radical than the actually true claim. Consider reining that in. It would help me and my family greatly. Like there is a subsection of Twitch viewers that like a very small one, very, very small, that just like, they're just so excited to shit on streamers. They're like, streamers always think that they're so smart. Meanwhile, they're all really stupid, unlike me. It's like, what the hell? Also, I am the first streamer to say, oh yeah, please send me a video. If women have never successfully done flares, I would love to see that. That would be kind of an interesting thing. That would be kind of crazy. Alrighty. Moving on. This honestly, this Nancy Mace tweet. Honestly, if biological men competed in women's gymnastics, odds are no one would know your name, which is so insane because like male gymnasts respect the shit out of Simone Biles and the shit that she's done. Like Simone Biles is one of the most respected gymnasts of all time. The idea that male gymnasts would see that and be like, I could do that easily. Like, it's so insane. It's just like, incredible. But like, life is really simple for these people where like men are just better at everything physical always. Like that's the worldview that these people have, that if any part of it is a physical sport, men are always going to be better in every single way ever. And it's like, that's such a fucking stupid opinion. Like what the fuck? And it's also not true for a lot of different types of sports that are physical sports, but they require other things like flexibility, balance, hand-eye coordination. Like, it's so bizarre. I just don't understand. Sorry, one last thing on the Simone Biles conversation, really quick. This person also stepping in. Still crickets from Simone Biles, who will go down in history as ruining her entire reputation with one nasty and jealous pose. Why would Simone Biles be jealous of Riley Gaines? Why would Simone Biles be jealous of a loser? One second, let's look this up. Simone Biles, Wikipedia. Her 11 Olympic medals and 30 World Championship medals make her the most decorated gymnast in history. She is widely regarded as one of the greatest gymnasts of all time and one of the greatest Olympians of all time. With her 11 Olympic medals, she's tied with Vera Kaslovska as the second most decorated female Olympic gymnast and has the most Olympic medals earned by a U.S. gymnast. She's gonna be jealous of the lady who fucking tied for 5th. Oh please, oh my god! But you would expect nothing less from this woman, Taylor Silverman, who lost to a 7-year-old cis girl, and then repeatedly blamed her failures on a trans woman. That's amazing. Oh my god, that's amazing. That's amazing. There's literally an argument that she's one of the greatest
It's
athletes
driving me crazy.
of all time. Her consistency is like the NFL team never losing the Super Bowl. No one comes near her. Yeah, it's I just like the idea that Simone Biles is jealous of Riley Gaines is so funny. It's so funny that it's like it makes me kind of tear up a little bit.